In this tutorial, we're going to show you how to build your own custom RSS player. We support several RSS players, including Media RSS, Standard RSS, and also the Custom RSS. So we'll review real quick on the Media RSS and Standard RSS, and then also go into detail on how to build your own custom RSS. So RSS stands for really simple syndication. It allows you to grab live information using an XML format of the internet and display it. So if we switch over to campaigns, we can take the RSS news and drag it over here to the timeline, and if we double click on it, you'll see that we have this RSS feed, and this RSS can only be either scrolling vertically or horizontally. And you have other properties you can set, and you can watch a different video tutorial on this RSS news, and if we click play, you see that it's scrolling upwards now. So really not too much control over how it's displayed, but rather just the different properties on the speed, direction, and the background fonts, and that's about it. But it's always going to be scrolling. Now the media RSS, that's to actually display videos and other multimedia content that also comes off some XML feed on the internet. Now custom RSS, on the other hand, allows you to create an RSS feed that's going to display the information in a completely different format, so it doesn't have to be scrolling vertically or horizontally. In fact, you can use any type of animation that we support through the system for the custom RSS. So let's go ahead and demonstrate how to use that. The custom RSS player uses the same format of configuration as you do with our weather player and our stock player. So first thing you need to do is you need to switch over to the scene editor. And we'll go ahead and create a new scene. Click on the plus sign. Let's go ahead and click here, click to rename it. Called Custom RSS Scene. And now that we have our custom RSS scene all ready to go, we'll drag over here the custom RSS item. Now I'll go ahead and position it right here. And if I go to the item properties, you'll see that on the field I have three different fields I can set. I can set the title, the description, and the resource. So I'll just go ahead and drag two more items. And now that I have my three items set up, I'll go ahead and select the first one to be the title. The second one will be my description. And the third one is going to be the resource. And I'll position them just like this and go ahead and set a different background. So I'll click on the scene. So I load up the scene properties, go to common, go ahead and set a gradient background so everything looks a little bit better. Go ahead and change a few more properties. Go ahead and change the font size, so the title, make it darker. Make some more room here for the description. And now let's go ahead and add some animations. So we'll first select the title, and we'll go to the layout and select dynamic, and we'll go ahead and set the first point to be actually off the screen. So I'm going to set this to be my X coordinate to be -50. Actually, I'll put it even further. I'll put it at -150. And for my second point, it's going to be right here, and I'll set the easing to be out elastic big. And I'll go ahead and select my description now, and for this I'll go to appearance, and for my appearance I'm also going to go dynamic for the description, and set my first point to be alpha of 0. And for my second point, I'm going to put a alpha of 100% and also set this to be an inelastic small for the easing. And for the last item, I'm going to go ahead and click on my resource, and also I'm going to go to actually for this I'm going to go to the layout. Also I'm going to go into dynamic and set my first rotation to be around here, but 200% or 200 degrees actually. And for my second point, it's going to be at 0, and set this to be back in cubic. And also I'll go over here to common, and also over here on the blur, enable dynamic blurring. For my first point, it's going to be at 66 and 44, and for my second point, it's going to be 0. Okay, so now the exciting part, let's go ahead and see what we built. Switch over to campaigns, and just like you configure our weather player and our stock player, we'll go ahead and switch to components. And here's the custom RSS player. Drag that over to our timeline, to a free channel. Double click on it to load the properties, and go over here to the RSS, and you see, just like again the weather and the stock, it says drop scene here. So we'll switch to the scenes and select our custom RSS scene. And let's go ahead and make a little bit more room here so we can see what we're doing. And we'll go ahead and press on play. And you see now that it is loading up the news in an animated fashion. So we have the title right here, we have the image, the resource, and the text. So now we have entertainment news. So as you can see, this is very flexible. You can create whatever RSS feed you want, and it's just going to cycle through the items one after the other. And of course, you can also use our embedded RSS. So if I switch over here to the drop down, you see it has the embedded RSS right here. And with the embedded RSS, what I can do is I can add my own custom text. So I can add my own title and my own description. And now if I press, let's go ahead and actually add a couple more. And now if I press on play, you'll see now it's cycling through my own custom data. Of course, there's no resource because this is just my own custom information that I've provided here. So as you can see, with custom RSS, you're not limited to just horizontal or vertical scrolling of text. You can create a much more entertaining message.